Infectious diseases, infectious agents. There are many terms that are used against an opposing force: army, enemy, invader, and so forth. All of these entities are there to cause a city or kingdom harm. The microscopic things in nature that are out there to cause you harm, agents of disease, are collectively called as pathogens. Pathogens rarely attack a person for no reason. They are there to use you and everything inside of you to their advantage. They may use you for shelter against the sun's rays, suck on your blood as a way of gaining food, and of course, use your body as a breeding ground for more pathogenic babies. Viruses and viral diseases. One type of pathogen is a virus. A virus is a very small infectious agent that only replicates in living hosts. A virus is truly dependent on you to thrive and multiply. Otherwise, they hide away in protective shells until they infect you. The influenza virus, more commonly known as flu virus, causes us respiratory problems. The HIV virus attacks our body's immune system. Bacteria and bacterial diseases. Bacteria are microscopic organisms that are often shaped as rods, spears, or spirals. Bacteria are responsible for many problems such as pneumonia and meningitis. Meningitis refers to the inflammation of the meninges, our brain's important outer protective layer. Different types of fungi. Other than bacteria and viruses, fungi use every opportunity they get to invade us. Fungi are microorganisms that include yeast, mushrooms, and mold. One kind of well-known fungal infection is commonly known as yeast infection. Parasitic infestations. Worms and other parasites can and do infect humans, sometimes right underneath the skin and other times in our eyes, intestines, liver, and brain. Means of spread of infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are spread from one infected person to other normal person by a variety of methods. Airborne diseases are those caused by pathogens and transmitted through the air as very small or aerosolized particles. Disease-causing pathogens are organisms that are spread from one infected person to another through cough, talk, sneezing, even breathing and laughing. Some infectious diseases, like tuberculosis, can spread through air. An individual acquires the infection of tuberculosis by inhalation of droplets expelled through cough and sputum of the infected person. Through contaminated food and water. A large number of infectious diseases can also spread through contaminated food and water. Disease-causing organisms and harmful pollutants in the form of chemicals can easily enter the body through food and drinks. Your food usually travels a long distance from its origin before it gets to your plate. It can be handled by many different people and exposed to many different conditions. This results in many potential points where food can become contaminated. Sexually transmitted diseases. Pathogens are transmitted by sexual contact from one partner to the other. For example, AIDS, syphilis. Through vectors. Many animals which live with us carry diseases. Such animals or insects that carry infectious agents from sick person to another potential host and spread a disease are called vectors. For example, malaria, dengue. So, means of transmission of infectious diseases may be of two main types. First, direct transmission, which includes contact with infected person, example AIDS. Contact with soil, example tetanus. Animal bites, example rabies. Transplacental, example syphilis or AIDS. The next is indirect transmission through vectors, example malaria, through contaminated food and water, example hepatitis, through air transmitted diseases, for example common cold and pneumonia.